Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Last video a lot of crazy story stuff happened, but you can see Midna is back on the saddle and we were just on our way to find the Master Sword. So let's continue on and see what we can get accomplished. Ooh, this is pretty. This is the Sacred Grove, which I do believe Zelda spoke of. Beautiful area, really reminds me of the Lost Woods. And there's a Howling Stone here. And if you don't know what song that is, then I don't know what kind of rock you live under. But I definitely howled that like completely wrong, because I was too busy insulting people about their rock that they lived under. Or I didn't howl it wrong, rather. I kind of just didn't let the notes hold for long enough. That happens, like, you have to be pretty precise when you do this, not like super precise, but you have to hold the notes a good enough length to the point where like they find it close enough, which is what I usually have difficulties with when I do these Howling Stone sections. Song of the Royal Family, of course. And when we play that song, we'll get a little character that pops up. Anybody recognize this little guy? It's actually the Skull Kid. Yeah, so this area is very similar to the Lost Woods of Ocarina of Time. It had the Skull Kid in there. It actually has pretty much the same music as well, just in a different arrangement, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of like a cross between Midna's Lament, and the Lost Woods, which is really awesome. It's a lot more like soothing than the original kind of upbeat tune, which I quite like. You got to follow the Skull Kid around, and when you follow him around, he's going to summon all these guys in your way every single time. I think they kind of just keep respawning, actually, so you kind of just want to ignore them after a certain amount of time, because they do get really insanely annoying. And you're just going to want to follow the Skull Kid. Where he's gone is usually the areas that are opened, and of course you'll actually hear the playing get a little bit closer when you reach him. You need to hit him a total of 3 times. And each time he leaves, he's going to go down a different path, and you're going to have to do a lot of backtracking and things like that, which can get kind of annoying, and it's really easy to get lost in here, I find, just because he keeps going back to the same areas. He doesn't really lead you through to like a different area. So for example, this is now closed, so you have to go through here. So just keep following any new area that you might see. And these guys are really a big nuisance, and they're also really fast, if you guys haven't noticed. Like, I've been trying my best to, like, my absolute best to avoid them. I've just been kind of going around them. But because they infinitely, like, kind of respawn and they just will not leave me alone, it's really difficult to get away from them. I think I came out from that one, so I think I want to go down to this one. Yes, I do. And there's no door, but you actually want to go behind that waterfall. So get rid of these guys first. And then we can hear the playing get a little bit closer. So Skull Kid's around here somewhere. Where are you? There you are. So twice. And once more we're gonna have to follow this little bugger. They made him look pretty cool in this game, though. I like how they gave him a little, like, leaf cape. he looked just like a little, you know, mischievous child, really. So now we're gonna follow him back this way. And at this point, I honestly do not remember where to go. It's always the 3rd time that he completely just loses me, and I'm like, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I think I'd go back through here, though. You can see he's up there, but we can't reach him, so I am going in the right direction. Alright, out of there. Go under here. Which, presumably, if we're going under him, it will eventually lead us to him. Let's climb up here. This isn't like my favorite area of the game, but really, as long as you know where you're going, it's not all that frustrating. I find that when you're confused in this area and you've got like those never-ending enemies spawning, it gets a little bit frustrating, but 3 hits and he's pretty much done. And he'll go ahead and he'll open up that big door for us, which I think means we're doing something right. So let's drop down and just keep on following him. I don't have any other leads, so we might as well follow the Skull Kid. He seems to know the forest pretty well. Jump down here, and now we actually have to kind of, sort of, fight him head on, but not really, because he's not gonna fight us. He's just gonna get really, really mad at us. Kind of like a child would do, you know? So he's just gonna keep summoning enemies. Pretty much the same thing, except it's a little easier to get to him now, because he's not gonna be running away constantly. So what you're going to want to do is destroy all of his minions, and then when they're all destroyed, wait for him to blow his horn again, and then get close to him. You'll see I just tried to get close to him when he was just watching me defeat these enemies. But if you go ahead and you wait until you destroy all of his cronies, and then you try to quickly catch him while he's blowing his horn, like that, you'll be able to hit him. That's kind of when he's distracted. Now, I find this will actually not insanely difficult to do, but you can be stuck here for quite a while. Just because it's so, like, timing sensitive, you know what I mean? And because you do have to get, I mean, if you do get closer to him and he sees you, it really makes it a lot more difficult to do anything. And then you don't have to defeat all of his enemies a lot of the time, you just have to defeat enough of them to the point where you'll summon more. So you never know how many enemies you defeated, how many more you have to defeat, you know, etc., etc. So I'm gonna take care of you guys. I'm gonna wait till he blows his horn. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit him. And I think it's 3 times to hit him. The 3rd time. Or the 2nd time, yeah. Because we only saw him once in the forest. Silly me. So. And again, with these guys, I advise just using, you know, that attack, because it's just the quickest. And I think they take like 3 hits to defeat otherwise. But if you just go ahead and you hold the button down, it takes only 1 hit, which is really quite nice. I'm waiting for him to get off that rock, because it's really hard to get to him when he's so high up. Come on. I can't get to him. And then I got to him, and then I completely missed. Well, that's okay, I'll try again. So yeah, so this is probably taking me a lot longer than it should. Like I said, it's you can be caught here for quite a while, so... Where'd you go, Skull Kid? There you are. 1 more hit. There we go. Are you done fooling around? Bye! Goodbye, thanks for playing. Alright. So he's opened up another way for us. It looks like we've pleased him. Ooh, this is pretty. And of course we have the royal family symbol, the Triforce. And we're going to need to howl Zelda's lullaby again, so howl that and see what we can conjure up this time. This kind of looks like we're getting closer and closer to the Master Sword. I don't know about you guys, but you can skip this song, but I'm going to let it play because you'll get instructions on the next part. We are guardians of this land. Guide us to where we once stood. Only then can you enter the true sacred grove. Aha! So the first one was a phony. Alright, so of course you need to guide these statues back to the 2 yellow squares. I do believe that they move in the one moves in the same direction and one moves in the opposite direction, I do believe. So you need to guide them both back at the same time, or same area simultaneously in order for this to work. I do believe there's several solutions for this, but I'm just going to use the one that I know. Of course, this is a GameCube version, remember, so in the Wii version you would do exact opposite of what I'm doing. I'm going to start by going to the left, or the right, excuse me, so you'll see one will go with me and one will go against me. So I'm going to go right, south, and don't worry, they're not going to like jump off the edge. You can see that one's just going to stay put. Of course, we're going to go left through twice. North once. Right. Up twice. Right once. Down twice, and that should line them up. Or line one of them up, rather. Now that they're pretty much almost lined up, we can go left one space and up one space. There we go. Line them up perfectly. They both landed there at the same time. That's a pretty long solution, and there's probably shorter ones, but like I said, there's multiple ones, so feel free to experiment with that puzzle until you find something. Go now to the sacred place, beast. We yield passage to the sacred grove. Alright. Awesome. Okay. Let's get our master sword. Oh, it's shining. Oh, I love the ray of light. It's like, how amazingly epic is that? Well, let's see if it will allow us to wield it. Oh, so awesome. And was able to banish that evil that was within us. That thing looks rather ominous. Wow. The sword accepted you as its master. I love how Midna looks impressed. Damn right Link is impressive. Look at him wield that mighty blade. Oh, I get all giddy and fangirl when I look at Link all epic like that. Aw, yeah. Now he is truly Linkified. This thing is the embodiment of the evil magic that Zant cast on you. It's definitely different from our tribe's shadow magic. Careful, if you touch it, you'll turn back into a beast. This thing is too dangerous. It's probably for the best if we just leave it here, huh? But on the other hand, if we kept it, you'd be able to transform into a beast anytime you wanted. Yeah, since Zant was kind enough to give this to us, we should be thankful and use it all we can. If you need it, just call me. I want to keep a low profile, so I'll hide in your shadow when you're a human, but I can change you whenever. You can be a wolf anytime you like. Also, thanks to this thing, you can warp whenever you want by switching into wolf form. Hey, but listen, Link, I've got a little favor to ask. Would you mind coming with me to find something called the Mirror of Twilight? It's hidden somewhere in Hyrule. Yeah, the Mirror of Twilight, our last potential link to Zant. Of course I'll help you, Midna. Oh, I love how she looks down low, almost like she's guilty for what she put Link through, but she's definitely a changed person from the beginning of the game for sure. And we now have the ability to warp pretty much anytime we want. I don't know if I should say this or not, but for some reason, the little, thing that got pulled out of Link looks like a suppository. And if you guys haven't noticed, when you transform into, Wolf Link, Midna seems to, go in and out of his, behind if you talk to her, and you transform back into a human. She kind of, tends to, go into his butt. So it's almost like she's, putting a suppository into him to transforming into a wolf. But anyways, that's just random dirty thoughts. So you can transform into a wolf anytime you want, like Midna said, and now this gives you a potential to go anywhere in Hyrule, and we really don't know what it is we're supposed to be doing next. What I'm probably going to do is side questing, because I haven't done any sort of side questing at all yet. We have golden bugs to collect, and we've also got pole souls to collect. These are the ghosts we're looking for Giovanni back when we were in Hyrule. lots of heart pieces and things like that. So I'll probably take a break from the main story because I've been so heavily focused on it for such a long time, and we will do a little bit of side questing stuff. So that will be the next couple of episodes. Hope you guys have enjoyed the epicness of the last couple of videos, and I hope that I will be seeing you guys in the future.